Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be introducing a new series, since I introduce a lot of new series to my channel. But this one's going to involve Empire at War. I'm a huge fan of Empire at War, and I do love a lot of the mods that are available for this game. The main mod that I'm using lately is the Empire at War Remake mod, the 4.0 update, along with the submod Clone Wars Holdouts. Uh, one of the one of the things that this mod has available to it is an entire galactic conquest where you can actually have the AI go against itself, where you don't really have to take control. So I thought it would be interesting to do a series where we actually can sit back and watch the AI fight itself in a galactic conquest. Now, I've run a few test runs to kind of see how the AI works, and I have noticed there is some times where I do have to get involved, which thankfully it does allow me to get involved if I need to. Typically, these situations are um, with a space battle. Our faction typically won't locate an enemy, so I'll have to take the ships and move them towards the starbase. And as soon as the AI sees an enemy, it immediately takes over the ships and starts moving them around and having them attack certain targets. So again, it's very little involvement. It's just moving it towards the enemy so that it can take over. And then the other thing is with ground battles. It's pretty good with ground battles. It does know to land troops and it does know to move them. But sometimes there will be a situation where enemies get somewhere else in the map and the AI doesn't know where they are. So the troops get stuck. So I do have to get involved to move them towards wherever I believe the enemy is so that they can finish off the battle. But that's very rare. From the few ground battles that I have seen, typically the AI is able to finish the ground battle. And then for defense space battles, um, the AI is pretty good at defense space battles because pretty much it just sits there at its space station, and for some reason, the other AI that's not ours knows to come after the station. So it pretty much just sits there and waits until the other AI shows up, and then again, once it has vision on that AI, it uh it starts taking over the ships with no issue. So again, as much as this is about watching the AI, there is still a little bit of moments where I'll have to get involved. But it's going to be very, very minimal. Other than that, it's very good at like building up planets, uh, building ships, building what it needs, sending ships around. It's also very good at doing different battle tactics, which I'm excited to watch because it was doing some things that I wasn't expecting it to do. So I was very excited for that. Now, I did post to my TikTok on what faction that we should be, and to no surprise, or not everybody, but most of you chose Republic Hardliners. Everyone is a die-hard Republic fan, so that is who we are going to choose. For those of you who wanted to watch Empire or the Separatist holdouts or the Rebellion, their factions will still be in the galaxy. So, of course, I'll try to keep you guys updated on any updates that come to those factions. But for the most part, we will be following the Republic Hardliners. There's nothing that's going to stop me from doing future series where we do the other factions as well. So if we didn't do Empire this time around or Separatist this time around, um, I've got no problem doing another series after this one where we do those factions. But yeah, we're gonna be Republic this go around. I'm gonna set the difficulty to death sticks. If you guys aren't familiar with difficulties with the way they renamed them, Kolto's easy, Spice is medium, death sticks is hard. So it'll be interesting watching the hard AI go against itself. And I'm going to start the game. And then I'm going to wait for it to load. It's going to generate a few messages for us since when it first boots up. So this is basically just info about the mods, nothing important. Well, it's important if you like the mods, but nothing to the story. So basically the time era is pretty much right after the Empire took, or the Republic announced itself as the Empire. So there are still Separatist holdouts within the galaxy. You know, just because Anakin killed the Separatist leaders on Mustafar and General Grievous was killed by Obi-Wan and Utapau, there are still Separatist holdouts that still have its leaders. The rebellion is also a faction. It is starting up because of the Empire's rule. There are still what's called Republic Hardliners, which is the faction that we will be following. Basically, people still loyal to the Republic who believe the Empire is traitorous to the Republic, and they seek to rebuild the Republic. And then, of course, you have quite a lot of other factions as well, outside of the four main ones that we all know and love. There's the Criminal Underworld. It's a faction where the criminals have, grouped together under the Zan Consortium. There's Imperial Defectors. Of course, you can read their description if you so wish. Separatist holdouts. Corporate Sector Authority. The Hutt Empire. Sith Cultists. Mandalorian Protectors. And Haps Consortium. So you guys can pause the video at any point, read the descriptions for each faction. The only one that's not here, I believe, is the Republic Hardliners. But I mean, this first paragraph here is pretty much the story for us. So I'm going to go over that. Greetings, Commander. I am CC-2529, known as Clone Commander Jamaine, per a name suggested by one of my former instructors. Prior to your arrival, I led the anti-trooper unit that oversaw the successful liberation of our homeworld, Kamino. Our makers subsequently dispatched us to assist the besieged Naboo, who were harboring Jedi loyalists to their queen. Our triumphs over the rogue 501st have rallied other Republic loyalists to join our cause against the Separatist threats. With that said, I have received transmissions from High Command that detail the current challenges you have been tasked to address. Allow me to brief you on these matters, sir. And then it goes into the other factions. So I'm going to go ahead and let the game start playing out. Typically, it takes about maybe a month before the AI starts taking over and figuring out what it wants to do for the Republic. And you can.
Now under Republic control.
Ooh, we gained a planet. There's some neutral planets changing to Separatist holdouts and rebellion. I believe this is just updating planet information. As you can see, our credits are decreasing, which means that we are starting to build. Looks like we're starting to build Republic tank.
Construction complete.
We're also constructing stuff.
Gladiator cruiser reporting.
Alright, so mining companies being built.
Gladiator cruiser reporting.
Alright, so it's building some gladiator cruisers. Okay. And
Construction complete.
trying to see. I'm not sure if that's us or not. I believe that's us.
Venator-class Star Destroyer, ready for action.
Pelta class, ready to provide support.
They are sending this ship all the way through these systems. So I'm not sure where the Republic hardliners typically like to focus their efforts.
Gladiator cruiser reporting.
Obviously, it would be pretty difficult with these core worlds.
Complete.
You have pretty much the Separatists right at our back door here, and then the Empire with two major systems. Of course, the Coruscant system is one of the biggest systems that there is,
Construction complete.
and there's an Axis,
Complete.
which is a
Carrot
good.
class in
Gladiator
service.
cruiser reporting.
Their voices are throwing me off. An Axis is a good planet to have a good shipyard with, and it would pretty much connect us with Rendili in the Corellia system. If I were playing, I would work on trying to connect my systems.
Imminent.
Oh. So it looks like we're going after Sivris. So we have 3 Venator class capital ships, a Gladiator class frigate. We have a squadron of Y-wing bombers, and then Admiral Jin on the Retaliation, which is a Venator class. So about basically 4 Venator class for capital ships. Got some gunships, some corvettes, bombers. Nothing major. The biggest thing is probably going to be that frigate right there. But this is definitely going to most likely be a victory for us. Alright, so typically, typically what the AI does is it maneuvers ships on top of itself. So what we're going to do, now that all fighters have spawned,
Republic Venator reporting.
I'm just going to select them. And since we know the starbase is here, I'm going to kind of like put them like right here.
Repositioning.
And then let me deselect them.
Squadron reporting.
Oh, these two are getting left behind.
We're here.
Ah, nope. Looks like the AI took control of them. Alright, so I'll try to take a look at the battle like as an overview of what the ships are doing. But I'll also make sure to like go into battle cam so we can see some pretty cool animations. Does take them a minute to traverse. Let me see if I could speed this along just a little bit. Alright. Where's our... Alright, so the Venator's pretty much spread out pretty wide. And then it's keeping the Gladiator in the back. Interesting. And for the most part, the fighters are centralized. So any second now, the base should. Yep. Oh, that's the frigate that came in. So by this point, the AI is going to take control now that it has an enemy to look at. And now that that's also in vision, it knows where the base is. Ooh, looks like a gunboat. Well, it's a Corvette.
Making another pass.
So it's definitely having its fighters engage first, and it's keeping the Venators for the Corvettes and the frigate.
Have a computer program.
That Gladiator's getting hammered from all the way back there. Oh, there goes a Corvette of theirs. Let's see what's going on. This one's about to lose its shield generator. Not too much damage to those. That one's got a weak shield generator too. Looks like this one's taking on. Yep. Most of the hits. It's not too bad though. Alright, so it looks like we've got the Venators moving in on the star base now. Or the asteroid base. I don't know where it's moving the Gladiator to. Ooh. That one's not doing so hot. It's a pretty weak starbase, so I mean, I can't imagine losing any Venators in this skirmish. Again, there's not really much fight from a bunch of Corvettes against capital ships. Ooh. Yeah, there goes the asteroid base now. And we didn't even lose anything.
The planet is now under Republic control.
Alright, so Separatist is ours.
Construction complete.
This opens up the gate
Construction complete.
Upgrade complete.
towards...
Cruiser online.
I'm trying to think of where it's moving to. Why that was the move it made. The only thing that I can think of is a doorway. And what I mean by that is like you have Scarif here, which is pretty heavily fortified. You have the Camino system in Rathana, so it's like, you know, having control of this system to where they have to go through this system first before they can get to Scarif would be ideal, which means that I would be looking towards Botha Wooey as well as Tatooine, just so that these three systems are secure. Because once you have these three doors, as the way I word them, you can start moving units to guard the borders. You don't have to guard these specific planets too much.
Tactical battle imminent.
Alright, so it is engaging Circumtor. See what they have. The Republic Hardliners are moving pretty fast. They're definitely making use of their Venators, Gladiators. We got an Acclimator with this fleet, and a Carrot class frigate against a gunship, against 3 gunship squadrons. That's just a bit overkill, but we'll go ahead. Alright,
This is the captain.
we're just going to move it towards
Destroyer moving out.
this area here. Let's give it some speed. These 2 Venators are just like swerving around each other. We'll let the cinematic play out for this one, because I can't imagine this one taking too... Oh, wow. Is that the station? Oh, that is the station.
Drawing their fire.
Pretty massive station. I mean, I would imagine it's simple, though. It's just going to move the Venators and the Acclimator and the Gladiator to take on the station, while the fighters take on the gunships. The gunship squadrons.
Hold on.
Don't let that ship get away.
Fighters at point oh six.
There's a bandit going for a missile launch. Object number 5. Don't let that ship get away. You got 3 of them on you.
Yeah, it shouldn't be long now before the station falls at this point.
Evasive action. Waiting for further order.
They're falling back.
If we stay here, the
They're
enemy
falling back, which means a retreat was triggered. Yeah, they're trying to escape. Yeah, they escaped. So, they didn't lose any of their gunships, but they definitely did lose the station. And I believe this is going to be our ground force right here that's approaching. Empire got a major victory at Bilbringi. Bilbringi
Invasion commencing.
is right up here. Alright, going back here, let's see. They got an outpost 2 tank regiments, and a light walker regiment. There will be troopers. I do know that it lands troopers with, I think, every regiment. Yeah, see, 9 clone trooper teams, 6 medics, and then 8 AT-RT walkers. And then for these, 8 clone trooper teams, 4 medic teams, 2 engineer teams, and then 4 Republic tank regiments. So just so you guys know, if you guys don't see any clone trooper squadrons, they spawn with the regiments. Alright, so let's see how the AI does with this. Ooh, we also have some juggernauts. Interesting. What's it gonna decide to spawn for us?
Planetary shield up.
The walkers. So I'm assuming that the base is down here. So this is probably where it's gonna send its scouts at. Which it is, if I could see them. There they are. Yeah, so what it typically does is it'll send out some scouts. Some other units will move around too. But once it's actually got like full sighting, is when it sends everything. Judging by all this fighting, it looks like the planet has resistance for whoever has captured it currently, which is good for us. That may help us.
We've secured a build pad.
Stormtrooper, take him down!
Loving the Battlefront 2 audio. Alright, so it is moving our AT-RTs in.
Bombing run available.
Alright, so we got a bombing run coming in.
Gold Squadron commencing attack.
Incoming! I'm with you. Take him out. Enemy detected.
Oh, they're flat out bombing the apartment building. Yeah, they don't want those buildings up.
Go, go, go!
That's wild for the Republic to be bombing the civilians.
Get down! Over there! Take cover! Enemy in range! Go, go, go! Incoming!
Basically just have a bunch of like turreted hover speeders, I'd say.
Bombardment
Get
available.
down! Take cover!
But I mean that's about it really.
Planetary shield down.
Planetary shield down, it might do a bombardment. Because that's the base right there to the left. which they're now attacking. Surprised it doesn't have the main force
We've lost a build pad.
taking down the building. All those clone troopers. But
Bombing run available.
it doesn't matter. They still took care of it.
The planet is now under Republic control.
Alright, so that's Circumtor as well. We're only on month 6 though, about to enter month 7, and we've already taken on Separatist and Circumtor. There's a lot of like fractured out factions that are pretty weak, so it's ideal for us to kind of take them on,
Construction complete.
because more planets means more money, or you know, more resources, and with more resources means that we can,
satellite online.
which means that we can defend ourselves better or build more build up our army a lot more. I am noticing that we are kind of close to our galactic capacity right now, so I don't know if the AI's got plans to increase that. Because these ships take up a lot of galactic capacity, and the bigger we get, the more we're going to need to defend ourselves properly. I am curious to see where it plans on going.
Construction complete.
I would take Shola. I mean,
complete.
personally, a single acclimator and a single garrison of pirate tanks, and of course Shola is all by itself here, so I mean it's not like it's a planet that we would have to guard constantly. It would be kind of nice and buried in our corner. But there is also the opportunity of trying to
Venator,
move
ready for departure.
inward, such as connecting the Kashyyyk system. That would either be going to Nanthri
Construction complete.
or Slayron, and then moving towards Randon. I would most likely, if it were me,
Missile
Awaiting
satellite
instructions.
online.
All crew accounted for. We are prepared to serve.
Construction complete.
I'd probably go with Delang
Construction
and Botha Wui, just to kind of connect this whole section. And then go for Nanthri, Mimbin, and then Loronar. That way we'd connect our forces at the Corellia system and Rendili with our section over here off to the right.
Complete.
And then from Nanthri we'd also take on Randon, which would connect Kashyyyk to all of it as well. That's what my thinking would be.
Tactical battle imminent.
So it is taking Shola. Pretty much what I thought it would do, or what I would do. There's no point in leaving this planet untaken. 3 Venators, an Acclimator, a Gladiator, and a Y-Wing bombing squadron versus an Acclimator and 2 Headhunter squadrons. Yeah, this definitely shouldn't be too hard of a fight, so we'll go ahead and grab it. Alright, so I saw forces spawn here, and then I do see the stations here. Again, the main thing that I do, I'm not here to help it fight. I'm just here to get it to the station. Because if I don't do that, we would sit here and the enemy would sit here and nothing would happen for hours. I've tested it, nothing happens. Even if it meant like losing our ships, you know what I mean? It just, nothing would happen. So this is
Receiving
the only
communication.
assistance that I give it
Aye, sir.
so that we can get something to happen. What I do like though that the AI is doing is for the most part it's got a 3 to 4 Venator fleet every time it goes for a attack. And in the Clone Wars series, for the most part, they were using about 3 Venators whenever you would see like these attacks. The Shadow of Malevolence, Plo Koon, there was 3 Venators. Destroy the Malevolence when Obi-Wan came in. Again, 3 Venators were behind the Malevolence. I think there's a lot of other episodes that I'm trying to think of off the top of my head. Did the Christansis episode have 3 Venators as well when they introduced the stealth ship as well as the Invincible? Or our first real screen time of a Providence destroyer? I'm not sure.
Lost all deflector shields.
Why are they having the Acclimator take on all of that?
Torpedo tubes have been destroyed.
Oh, not our Acclimator. That confused me.
Commencing.
I just know that Anakin lost a Venator in that battle because he just full sent it into a what's it called? Their blockade. What's it called? The core ship, I think is what it's called.
I'm on this one.
This one's pretty much straightforward too. I mean, these beginning stage battles are going to be a little lackluster because right now the bigger factions that have ships to them are kind of eating up the smaller factions that are around the galaxy. So, you know, Republic Hardliners are a big faction. We have quite a few Venators, which are capital class for ships, and we're only at tech level 1. So, you know, it's basically using that advantage to eat up these smaller factions, and I would imagine that the Empire is doing the same thing. The Separatist holdouts are doing the same thing, as well as I'm not sure if the Rebellion's big enough. I do know that the Empire has its own ships. They need to get that Venator out of that. Losing a Venator would not be good. And I'm not too familiar with what the Separatists have. Alright, and their space station has fallen. Now here begins my concern. So, as you guys can see,
Awaiting your command.
space station's gone.
Command received.
There's still enemies because we haven't won yet. And the AI doesn't know to seek for them. I'm gonna set these to hunt for enemies. And I did see enemies down here when we first spawned in. So I'm going to move the ships here. Just to try to see if we can locate them so the AI can do what it does. Oh, but it wants to force the ships back here.
Republic destroyer at your service, Admiral.
Oh, oh. There we go. That looks like a Corvette. Looks like a lone Corvette that got stranded.
For the Republic.
There we
We are
go.
victorious.
All right. So, still only on month 10.
Laser defense satellite online.
I think I might call the video at month 12 because that'll be a full year. We'll see where we're at. Sith cultists have a major space victory at Malachor 5. Ships lost 2. Malachor 5 control changed from independent forces to Sith cultists. Criminal Underworld, minor space victory,
Upgrade
lost
complete.
14 ships at Smuggler's Run.
Upgrade complete.
Oh, they took on the
Missile
Hutt
defense
Empire.
satellite
Construction
online.
complete. Invasion
Rebellion
commencing.
lost 26 ships at I didn't get to see the name. It was Ringo. I think the rebellion's down here somewhere. That's alright. So we're engaging Shola. Like I said, they have just the one tank regiment and their pirate base. We're sending in 4 Republic tank regiments and a Juggernaut. Oh, it's gonna have 2 Juggernauts in that. We're about halfway through month 11. I'll let month 12 go, and then I'll stop at the beginning of month 13. So that's that full year. I'm surprised we haven't seen any ATTEs yet get moved around, but I'm sure we will.
At maximum unit capacity.
Alright, so some scouts are going out. I know they're just regular clone troopers and rocket troopers. I just call them scouts because I've noticed that the AI just uses a squad to scout around. So, you know, I just refer to whichever squad it picks as the scouts. They look like they're making their way to a settlement, or what looks like a settlement, while these ones look like they're making their way towards fueling stations, maybe? But I do like this. I like that the AI does recon before it just full sends its forces. It's interesting to watch, in my opinion. Because sometimes I just, like, if I know the base is in a certain area, I just start sending the forces in that direction. Alright, so those are the tanks. Now everyone's on the move.
Enemy detected.
Bombing run available.
Ooh. The Juggernaut's under fire.
Gold Squadron commencing attack.
Alright, so Y-Wing bombers are coming in. That's probably not the most ideal, because you're only going to take on the one tank there. If they had just moved that bombing run a little bit back, they would have hit their entire line, or their entire front line. They're losing something. I don't know where it's sending this trooper to. Ooh, we're sending something in. Is that the other Juggernaut, or is that one of the, it is the tank regiments. The other thing is too, why I like watching the AI is because you can have multiple different areas of the map having its own different battle, and the AI is able to control it all at once. Whereas sometimes for me it's a little bit hard to go like back and forth between like the left and right side of the map, maintaining two battles. Alright, an amphibious Juggernaut, I guess. Alright, so another bombing run's available, so I can only imagine what it's going to do with this one.
Over there. Enemy at range.
Gold Squadron commencing attack.
Go, go, go.
I've got my approach vector.
Move, move, move. Over there. Enemy at range.
Mining facility destroyed.
Not sure if that was really a good bombing run or not. I don't think it was.
Mining facility destroyed.
Take cover.
Mining facility destroyed.
Incoming. Enemy detected. Get down. Go, go, go.
See, like, what is the purpose of him running that direction?
Take cover.
It looks like we're making progress. I mean, I really don't think they can contest with a Juggernaut. I really don't.
There.
Ah. I think that's the planetary shield generator. Either that or it's a communications array or like a sensor array. But they found something that they're attacking.
Enemy detected.
Bombardment ready.
Right, so now they've moved to the settlement. Or now they're making their way in the settlement. Where's this bombing run going to?
Target's locked.
Oh my god, they're gonna
I've
bomb
got
the
my approach
settlement.
vector. Take him out.
Yeah, they're bombing the settlement. That's crazy.
We've captured a command post.
We've lost a build pad. We've secured a build pad. We've lost a build pad.
All that's left is that little holdout there, and I think that should be victory once they take that. Wonder if it's just routing all forces to that last building now. Because it looks like a lot is pushing towards that direction.
We are victorious.
We've secured a build pad.
Wonder if we had any losses. Ah, we did. We lost a Walker regiment, and we lost a Juggernaut regiment. That sucks. Juggernauts are pretty big. But I think we'll be fine.
The planet is now under Republic control.
Nice. So we have Shola now. So yeah, so it makes
Laser
me
defense satellite online.
question where they're going to be going. Rebellion land victory at Ringo Vinda. We lost a
Construction
lot of
complete.
ships to independent forces at Rango Vinda. Major space victory at Liana. Ships
Starbase
lost 2.
upgraded.
Cool. Galactic capacities increased. Alright, there is quite a bit of movement. I'm noticing it is focusing this region of space here. I think it's just its safest way to put its back against the wall.
Construction complete.
And what I mean by that is just, you know, you have like systems like Shola, Rathana, where like there's nothing coming from over here. So you have like a little corner that's easier to defend compared to if they were to focus here. Which again, it's still moving troops around and most likely building up these planets, but like these planets are getting attacked from all sides essentially. It looks like it's trying to establish a little corner that it can defend better.
Construction complete.
Alright, so we are on month 13, which means 1 full year has gone through. And for the most part, we've gained 3 star systems. Sivris, Circumtor, and Shola. Let's save this here. We'll save it as public YT. Why not? I'll rename the save. If you have made it this far, go ahead and comment down below what our battalion name should be. Like 312th, 501st, you know, come up with your own numbers if you want, like 456 battalion, and that's what I'll rename the save to. and that'll be the name of our battalion. But yeah, I'm gonna save it here. So, if you did like this, I would appreciate it if you liked and subscribed or commented down below telling me what you like about it. Um, everything does help me figure out what you guys enjoy watching. But yeah, I mean, I definitely have fun with this. It's nice to kind of just sit back and analyze what the AI is doing. Going over what I think would be the best move and seeing if it's going to line up with what the AI chooses to do, which so far it did. I did make mention that, Shola would be a good targeting planet. And it did go after Shola. So, stuff like that's interesting to me. Um, but yeah, other than that, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day and see ya.